Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. We're moving on to turn number 7. So this is going to be a pretty fascinating one. We'll see. I think 6 might have been the decisive one, but if not 6, then this is definitely going to be it. So let's get started on the Italian event table. Roll a 4. 4 is European balance of power. Italian fleet units cannot be used this turn. Flip them face down. Oof, that's not going to be great for the Italians here, because they were really hoping to take the Aegean this turn, so and possibly kick out Mustafa Kemal out of the coast permanently at Mizrata. So this is going to make it significantly harder. They might not even attempt it, honestly, at that. So not a great roll for them there. Not great. 3 AP. We'll put them up to 3. Okay, AP generation. So let's check their chart here. There are 4 Italian leaders on the map, so that's pretty good. So 4 controlled port towns. We have well, I guess let's go port towns with bases first, because there's more. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not a base here. So that's worth 4, and then we have 1 and 2 port towns without bases. So those are half point each. So that puts us to 5. So we're going to bring this 3 up to 8. And then British are not involved. So we got 8 from that. That's pretty good. Nearly max. So with that, the Italians are going to move on to their recruitment phase, and they have a problem here. C, despite that, they've successfully fended off some massive attacks from the Turks, but they're pretty weak over here. They still got these very powerful guns, but they're going to need to get reinforcements over there as soon as possible. So, and a supply column. So they are going to, let's see. What do they want to buy? I think they're going to want to buy at least. It's really unfortunate that we have in the staging area, we have supply guys in the staging area. I wish they were on the field, otherwise it would take an extra point just to get them onto the field now, rather than just recruiting them straight. Let me see. So if we spend 2 for an extra thing, that's spending a lot. So no, we're not going to do that. We're going to spend 3, 2, 3 to build 3. Here we go. Build 3 of these infantry, and we're going to put them directly into Benghazi. And we're going to spend half a point for a static garrison, and then another half point to build this port up here. We're going to turn that into a full base, and then we're going to spend for another static point to put over here in the town at Agdababa. And we're going to spend another point to build a base here at Homs. We could actually afford another unit here. We're going to spend 2 to bring a light infantry into that space. Do we want to try anything else? No, I think we're going to stick with just that for now. And we're going to spend the remaining points just to move guys around, because, that's unfortunate. All right, on to the march phase. 1 march to bring the motorized. Should we bring? No, we're not going to bother with that. We're just going to bring the regular supply wagon down to Benghazi. And then the last point to move all of these guys down into the sea. Column. Perfect. That's been significantly bolstered, and it's I mean, in the town, they weren't in danger necessarily of getting going without it, but they may need that combat bonus. So they're going to go. I mean, it wouldn't have been necessarily a bad idea to just march for Yellow here, but, you know. It's a tough call. I don't want to leave Benghazi open either, so it just seems to make more sense to me to just reinforce that. And if the Turks build more guys to reinforce, then, you know, it's the way it is. I'm not going to worry too much about it. They don't actually have a whole lot in their pool. They could build some... They have a few guys they could build to kind of put a decent-sized force there, but I'm not particularly worried about it. So no rallies, no Aegean operations. We go right to the Turks. So roll in the Turkish event table. 2. This is finally what they wanted. They finally got this Senussi rebellion. So now things might... I said this could have been a decisive turn, and I was, after the European balance of power, I was kind of doubting myself, and was like, oh, maybe this won't be as decisive as I thought. I was wrong. It just might be decisive in the other direction, potentially. So roll 1 die, then recruit and deploy that number of Sensui units, plus 1 base. And then see 26-0 for additional effects. The additional effect is just that the Ottomans will now be able to recruit Senussi units like regular units. So let's roll. So 1 die plus 1 base. 2. All right. Not the best result there, but hey, they get that plus a base. I think we're going to recruit these units. I want to try to occupy... You know, I don't want them to be too far away, so I'm actually going to just... I want to occupy these oases so that we can get bases going. So put 1 there. We need to we'll get 1 over here in the Kodo, and then we're going to pop a base onto that one. Yeah, that's a good idea. And I'll get more of a branch off area. And that was worth 5 AP. So they had 1 in reserve, so now they're now at 6. Now we just go on to their onto their generation. Lead Ottoman leaders on the map. There are currently 3. So 3 points. Controlled oases and port towns. Let's do bases first. So oases and port towns and bases. There are no port towns. Yep, none. But for oases, we have 1, 2, 3. It's an oasis, right? Yeah. So we have 3. So that's total of 6. So that already is 6 points, which is going to put them at the maximum 12. So we'll just stop there. So they have a lot to work with. And they're going to spend a good chunk of that in this recruit phase. So first, we're going to spend 3 for our leader. We'll get Senussi. Then I think we're going to want to get some of these cavalry units look real good. 2, 3, 4. Let's spend 4 to get these cavalry. And spend 1 for one of these oasis units. And I think we'll even spend 1 point for one of these static units, which we're going to put down here in the Kufra. And get 1 uprising. I'm actually going to move these guys down to the recruitment area. Okay. I think that will do it for now, and we're gonna get these guys. Should we put them up here? Because we've already got 2 full forces to kind of pin those guys as much as we can. I feel like we need to get more guys out here. Yeah, we're gonna need to fight more over here. Which actually, since I'm still in the recruitment, I'm gonna spend 1 full point to get 2 entrenchments. or to get one. I'm going to put one entrenchment here, and then I'm actually going to flip this entrenchment over here to a base. Does Kamal? He does have engineers. We're gonna want. Yeah, I'm gonna buy another base to put over here with Mustafa Kemal. And we got 1 point left. We'll buy one more of these. So we'll get these mountain troops, I guess. We're gonna add them to Suleiman, kind of bolster up. And that'll be the no points for rallying and no units to rally anyway. Nothing else going on this turn, so this was a very, very short turn. So we're going to go on to turn 8 for the next round. So easy peasy.